Feeling really is the secret to you manifesting whatever it is you're wanting. You clicked on this video because you're wanting to know how you can act as if, how you can manifest faster. And today I'm going to share with you what has completely shifted my mind, my feelings, my entire life. This one trick that I have done that has worked for me time and time again. I'm going to share this with you today so you can finally understand how to act as if it's already done. So here is what you're going to do every day to shift and act as if what you want is already done. You are going to ask yourself, if I were already this version of me, if I already was a millionaire, if I already had the perfect dream partner, if I already had my dream body career, how would I feel? What this question is doing is it's aligning you with that future version of you. So for instance, something I would do all the time and still do to this day, when it comes to manifesting more money, I would ask myself, how would millionaire me act? How would millionaire me feel right now? How would they feel about this bill? How would they feel about this opportunity? And I would do and think and feel like that version of me, even if it was uncomfortable. When the stock market was crashing back in April, I stopped. And instead of panicking like I wanted to, I stopped and I asked myself, how would millionaire me feel right now? And I thought, well, if I had multiple millions of dollars right now, I wouldn't panic. I'd be buying. I would act on this opportunity. I would see the market crashing as an opportunity, not a problem. Because that's what millionaires and billionaires do. They see opportunity where others are panicking. And so I did exactly and acted exactly just like my millionaire self. And I purchased stocks during a crash. And because I made this decision back in April, it is now September, and I am reaping all of the benefits of that decision because I felt and thought like that future version of me. I stayed calm when everyone else was panicking. I stayed confident. Those are also two key components that thinking and feeling as your future self will give you. You'll start acting with confidence. You'll have this knowing that you're making the right decisions, that you're living as if it's already done. That gives you the relaxation. You're not chasing anything. You already have it. That's the whole point. If you don't need it because you already have it, what would you feel? You would feel calm. You would feel confident. You'd feel relaxed. You wouldn't be chasing after something constantly. You would be able to just enjoy it. You'd have gratitude for it. And that is the whole purpose of feeling it to be done. You have to energetically match what it is you want. And when you start thinking and feeling as if you're that person now, you change your energy. You're no longer living in your past. You're no longer rehearsing old stories. You're living in your future. And that changes your energy vibration. And manifesting is just energy vibrational match. So you are just becoming like meets like. You're just matching the same thing that you are. And that is manifesting. And you're doing that right now. You're matching like versus like. But you are just creating the same thing because you haven't changed. You're living in your past. You're living in the recycled same behavior, same habits. And until you change your vibration, your feelings are the key to that because they dominate everything else. They dominate those thoughts. They dominate the affirmations. They dominate everything. So when you change your feelings, you change your energy, you change your vibration, you change your actions, you change your future timeline, and you shift over to what it is you're wanting. So the simplest thing you can start doing every day when you think about what it is you want before you take action is you can sit just like I did with the stock market or whatever decision you're making and say, how would future me, the person I'm desiring to be, the thing I'm desiring to have, if I had that thing, how would I feel? If I were that version of me, how would I act? And when you ask that simple question, you are completely shifting in that moment. You're changing how you feel about something. You're forcing yourself to think in the future. And that is all it takes, is that simple shift from your past, from repeating the same you, the same version of you you staying still, you're pulling yourself out of that routine and you're getting into a new routine, a new pattern, a new feeling, a new version of you. And when you do this every day, eventually you're slowly shifting because you're thinking more like the future version of you than the old version of you. And eventually your external circumstances, your experiences are going to catch up with the new you. And sometimes there's a time lag, a time difference between when you change and when you experience it. And it could be a week, it could be a month, it could be a year. But you just keep going as if it's already done. And when you act as if it's done, you're no longer in the waiting period. You're no longer sitting around asking, where is it? It's already done. You're already living as if. You become more certain, you become more calm and more confident. And those are the key qualities of someone who has what they want. So I hope that this video was helpful and that you have a wonderful, beautiful day.